Welcome back to another episode of Thoughts from the Crawlspace. Today we have a very special guest from, hope I'm saying it right, Milieu Media?
Milieu.
See, I didn't say it right.
Enough.
Milieu Media. This is Dani DeFord, and today we're going to talk a little bit about social media, how to use video. If you're a real estate agent out there, how to use video to promote your company, to promote your listings, how to get more traction, more vision, and things like that. So, Dani, thanks for coming along today and being a part of this.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, why don't you just start explaining how you got into this? Like, what led you down this field? Like, what's your background and what made you decide, I want to go shoot videos?
Of houses, of all things.
Of houses, yeah.
Not weddings, none of that. No. I started, honestly, going through videography and all of that. I loved it since I was like 10. My mom got me my first camera for Christmas. It was a Hello Kitty camera. So I can truly say, like, since day one, I've always loved this, and it's always been a hobby of mine. So really, it just made sense to build a business out of it and have that passion drive us through.
Okay. And so you primarily, what field do you focus in mostly? Like businesses or real estate itself, or kind of where do you start?
Well, our bread and butter is really anything that's surrounding a house. So obviously we've worked with you guys. That's an inspection. That's another big role in the real estate industry. Real estate agents. We work with cabinet companies, flooring companies, roofing companies, really anything that involves hospitality or home.
Or homes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that fits right in a lot with what we do. You know, we love, really the possibilities with homes are endless. Mm-hmm. There's always something you can show.
Always something
fun.
To fix too, right?
Yeah, or something to fix. Yeah, absolutely. So I guess jump a little bit into marketing and how has it changed over the last 20 years? From my perspective, for real estate marketing, it used to be you walk into the office, you hand out this, you talk to this person. And now if you go to that same real estate office, you won't talk to anybody because there's nobody there.
Exactly.
Or almost nobody there. Not near the numbers that it used to be. So talk about how marketing has changed over the years and why video and how you've been able to kind of boost people with this.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, especially since after COVID, a lot of things went digital. A lot of things went online. That was the only way that people could communicate with each other or build a community. So I'd say since then, a lot has changed. Attention spans got shorter, expectations got higher. So now you have to keep someone entertained the entirety of a video. We can't do 2-minute walkthroughs anymore. There's still a place for those things, but as far as social media, it's got to be quick, to the point. The goal is to get attention immediately. It's not a place to share your childhood stories. Like, this is where you grab attention so that people are interested in not only what you do, but then they're interested in who you are.
That's interesting. I know I've talked to my father before, and he used to own a business, and then they used to advertise in the newspaper, right?
Yep.
And he said, even back then, you had, I don't know, something like 30 seconds to grab somebody's attention when they're thumbing through the newspaper. So you told me some stats earlier today about how long you have to grab somebody's attention on like a reel. So talk about the numbers of this a little bit. How long do you have to get people's attention? What's your ideal length of viewage? That kind of thing.
Well, the pressure's on. So you have 3 seconds.
3.
Literally
like
3
1,
seconds.
2, 3. 3
Yep,
seconds.
Boom. Because,
Okay.
I mean, if you think about it, when you're scrolling on your phone, I mean, if you acknowledge, okay, I'm going to be scrolling through my phone, did I even watch that whole video? No, probably not. Because unless it catches your attention in 3 seconds, people aren't even going to watch the rest of the video. Along with that, really, as far as stats-wise, you really want to get your average view time to 17 seconds. That's really how you know your video is getting pushed out to more audiences. You really also want to keep the ratio of 50% you're following and 50% non-following. The more non-followers that are viewing your stuff, the better.
And so these stats you can get from like Facebook. You say you're putting this on Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you post a reel, you can click View Insights, and then you can really see just how your video is doing and who's viewing it, from what areas they're viewing it. There's a lot of interesting information there.
Well, I'm learning as much as we go as maybe you are about houses, because I finally figured out yesterday how to find the insights on it. Okay. 54 years old, things,
we're getting there.
I'd rather read a newspaper. But anyways, I think it's really interesting to see. You can really see the snapshot of that. Like the videos that we've shot a few, and they're between 30 seconds and a minute, and the average view length on them is under 10 seconds. And it kind of tells the story too. So it's like you kind of have to see the whole video to get the whole picture, but people don't care about that. They're looking for that what is that? Your endorphins or something?
Yeah,
that hit,
endorphins, adrenaline, like that kind of thing. That's why it's so important, like how you're presenting stuff and that you're just being genuine, and it feels like a conversation. Like it's not just you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. You're trying to relate to your viewers. Like, because a lot of people went from doing like the polished, the super clean, like videos, and that's great and all, but now people are really just drawn to authenticity, and like they just want to relate to you because we're all people.
Right.
So.
Wow. It's a lot to wrap your brain around, especially when it's like the rate of technology just continues to exponentially explode. So talk a little bit to that real estate agent out there who maybe they've been in the business 10 years now. Maybe they're getting stuck a little bit. The marketing they were taught when they got in the business just doesn't have the same play because some newbie came on the block and started shooting videos, and now they're getting all the attention and all the phone calls. So talk to that agent out there that's maybe struggling a little bit. What can you provide to them that will help get them seen?
Well, it's really not that complicated. Like people think it's so much to do video. Like I'd rather just pay for a billboard. I'd rather just pay for something that I don't have to be on camera for and talk to the camera and be vulnerable. But truly, like flyers are not cutting it anymore. Like they just don't reach the audience that you can reach online. So rather than spending, say, $1,000 on flyers, billboards, and all those things, you got to go digital. Because that money will just go a lot further that way. I mean, you can post one video and get tens of thousands of views. We've had videos do 50,000 views, and that's hard to wrap your brain around because it's like, what does 50,000 people even look like? That's a lot of people. That's a stadium almost.
That's a good way to put it.
So, I mean, you can reach, the opportunity is endless, really, with online.
Yeah, and especially real estate agents, you don't know where your next referral is going to come from. Literally, it could be somebody from California that's getting ready to move here, and they happen to see you on a 3-second clip, or whatever. And so, no doubt there's some folks out there, I mean, we have them on our own team, that are apprehensive about getting in front of a camera or doing a video. They even admit to us that, I know it's simple, I don't want to hear myself. So speak to the apprehension of someone that has some worry about getting in front of the camera and speaking and how they'll sound and like that. What's the psychology behind all that?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say it's kind of a you versus you thing. We're used to seeing a certain perception of who we are. And when we get in front of the camera, it kind of alters that perception of what we think we look like even, or because we look a little bit different on camera. And it's not what we're maybe used to seeing. We're not used to hearing our own voice all the time. That's all normal. And really the best advice I could give is reps for one, just practice and get comfortable with seeing yourself because it's not a you thing. Everyone that's ever been famous on TV felt the same way in the beginning of their career, and it really just takes time to get more comfortable with yourself than it is to fulfill other people's expectations. It's really not about everybody else. A lot of people don't care as much as you do, if that makes sense.
I think it makes a ton of sense. When you think about it, literally every individual in the history of the world is different.
And so, it should be that way.
Yeah. And we're all uniquely created, and for us to compare us to, I wish I looked like they do on camera or whatever, is ridiculous. And we're always more critical of ourselves than other people are.
Absolutely. And like details do matter. Like we are super detail oriented, and our number one goal is to make you look good. So like when we're shooting, if you have hair in your face, we're going to fix your hair. We're going to read you the scripts. We're going to work with you and coach you to make sure that you feel comfortable. and also for the video purpose that it's just a better outcome, essentially. The more comfortable you are, the better the video will be.
Yeah. So I probably should have touched on this at the beginning. Describe who's in your company.
Yeah.
15 people, 2 people?
Well, we definitely
Who do you work with and so forth?
No, we do have a lot of people behind the scenes. In the forefront, it's me and my brother Tristan.
Mhm.
He's behind the scenes right now.
Doing a great job, by the way.
Yes. So we're the main shooters. I founded the company almost 3 years ago. So I kind of started that, and then he came in last year and has been awesome ever since.
Yeah.
We have some editors behind the scenes because that's really the most time-consuming part of our job. And they're great. We have an admin, things like that, just the busy work and things like that. But if you're going to talk to us, it would be me or Tristan.
Yeah.
Probably
well,
me.
I can attest to that because you guys are very responsive communication-wise through email, through text. I will say that the psychology of, like, the first time I went out to shoot some of these,
Mhm.
you get a little, I've been in front of a camera a long time. I do a podcast, I teach, but when you're one-on-one with somebody in a basement, it's a little different.
Yep.
And so I think you guys do an excellent job of putting people at ease.
Thank you.
It's clear you have some training in this on how to coach people up, get the best out of them, and be a leader in the situation. So it's not like if you call her or them and want to do some videos, you have a great support system.
Thank you.
And I was impressed with that.
Thank you. I mean, that's our number one goal. Like, we hear all the time that people don't want to do video because of their shooting experience. And that breaks my heart because I'm like, you're limiting your growth because a videographer doesn't know how to coach you and make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That's sad because video is such a big opportunity. So we really make a point to prep beforehand first and foremost. So everyone knows what's going on. There's no like random things on the shoot, at least for the most part. We just try to plan as much as we can. So you're mentally prepared. And then along with that on site, we're just your cheerleaders. Like, we've been on camera. I'm on camera right now. Like, I'm not 1000% comfortable, but we're doing it because we're getting the reps in. Yeah. And that's totally what matters is the authenticity, the process. That's really what matters the most.
Well, I'm looking right at that sign. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
There it is.
You're out of your comfort zone to a degree if you're not 100% comfortable with something.
Mm-hmm.
So you touched on that, but I want to follow up a little more in depth. So someone calls you, kind of explain the process from initial call to your company to when the video is produced. How long can that take?
Mm-hmm.
What can they expect?
Yeah. So if you were to call us, first off, we're going to do a consultation. We're going to talk about what your goal is, because that's really important. It's really important to know like who your ideal client is. You guys, real estate agents. So we wanted to really make videos that resonate with that clientele. So we will create kind of a vision board or just jot down some ideas. And then behind the scenes, I'll go into pre-production. So that's where we do all the script writing and the prep. Sometimes we do a couple revisions, and that's totally fine. We'll do some drafts before the shoot, and then we'll schedule the shoot, go on the shoot, have a good time, and then we can go into the post-production, which is where we do all the magic with the editing, all the things. We're super always excited about like the songs that we choose. We like to make it upbeat and fun and interesting, and also resonate with that ideal client. So essentially, like from consult to final product, typically we can do like a real estate walkthrough in a week. That's our normal turnover. Mm-hmm. Anything more complicated, it can take like, I would say max a month. But I mean, we shot 20 videos in a month. Pretty much.
Yeah, essentially. 17 of them were in 2 days.
Yeah. Plus the post-production and everything, like that's pretty fast for 20 videos.
Yeah, I think so. And I just want to make sure that's out there. We're not waiting. It's not like the COVID era where, you order something and now it takes 6 months to get. Mm-hmm. Obviously in real estate, especially in this market, time is
money
is crucial in money.
Mm-hmm.
And things happen fast. You know, they want to list a house and do a video on it. That thing might sell before you get the thing produced.
No, exactly. That's exactly right. And I mean, that goes along with staying relevant. I mean, if we come up with an idea that's trending right now with a song that's trending and all this and that, but we schedule it out 3 weeks or a month, that trend is probably dead by then, or that song isn't popular anymore. So really, like, the speed, and if we can maintain speed and quality, like, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah. Well, any business that is not willing to adapt dies.
Mm-hmm.
And you think of some businesses in the, I don't know about your lifetime, I've been around a lot longer, but Blockbuster Video, they didn't adapt.
Absolutely.
They died. Companies like that don't adjust with the times are going to get left behind. And so home inspections as a rule, they're not going to change a whole lot. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to find out what's going on in that house. But how you get the word out there changes a lot. And so honestly, after 20 years of doing this, that's a little hard to overcome that. What worked to get me here won't work to get you where you want to go. And so I think this is awesome. Now, once the video, let's say they have the video completed, you've sent it back out. What are some tips to get people to actually see it? What can they do? What can the real estate agent do or the company do to really get that as many views as possible?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple things. It's super important. One, actually, a lot of people don't know this. If you're uploading on Instagram, be connected to Wi-Fi. Because if you upload to Instagram without Wi-Fi, it actually cuts the quality in half. So that
quality
alone,
of the video.
Yes. So
interesting.
That's just another thing that could be views that are not getting to your video because the quality is cut in half. So there's little things like that. Obviously, if you're working with us, like, the video is going to be impactful and interesting. But when you go to post that, it's just important to pick a correct or a nice cover photo. Like, don't let it be something of you mid-blink.
Or your mouth open or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, because when people go to your page, make it so that they want to click on that video and see it, along with, obviously, the viewers that you get from just scrolling.
Yeah.
So everything matters. Details matter. There's actually a setting in Instagram where you can upload at the highest quality. You have to toggle that on. Like, there's so many different little details within the social media space that can really just elevate the media more than it already is. Obviously, there's boosting. You can boost posts. This can be done through, like, an automated audience, so it just attracts people that are similar to your following. You can also target audience. That's a whole nother thing. If you really want to narrow down, like, different markets, different clientele, if you want more of this kind of client, you can target that. So there's just really endless opportunities to advertise and push your stuff out. But really, consistency is key. Always, if you post one video, it might not go viral, but if you post 10 videos, maybe one of them will. So consistency is always key, and we really encourage people to really get educated on how to keep that momentum going between our videos, because it's not realistic to, not everyone can shoot 20 videos.
Right.
So, but if you're shooting like 3 videos with us, people are like, well, what do I do in between? Post to the stories. The stories are so huge. That keeps you relevant. That keeps you in front of people's eyes, and they're just tapping through, like, the day-to-day, real-life, genuine stuff, and it's super interesting. Tristan, actually, it's a perfect example. So Tristan, how many followers do you have? 800. He has 800 followers. He posted a story, not even a reel, nothing like that. Posted a story of him hitting a golf ball into a cup while he was waiting for his video to be done. It got over 1,000 views, and he doesn't even have that many followers. So, like, that's just further pushing his stuff out to other people. So, yeah, I mean, really, just anything can happen on social media.
Well, the thing I have found is, over the years, I've had lots of ideas, and I've had a hard time getting the ideas from my brain integrated. And I think that's where your company does a great job.
Thank you.
Like, we got some stuff coming out soon that I'm not going to reveal on air here yet.
Top secret.
Because competitors always want to copy you. But
isn't that the truth?
But it's ideas, and I give them to you, and you at least get the framework going on scripts and how that should look based on your experience. Because what I would put down would take 10 minutes. What you put down takes 90 seconds with the same effect.
Yes.
And a lot more reach.
Yes.
So I love, it's almost like when you read books, you get ideas. At least if you read business books and you're into entrepreneurship and things like that, you get ideas. And the more of these videos I do, the more ideas I'm getting. And I'm always texting you.
Oh, yeah. All the time. It's like, let's do this. Let's do this. I have this idea. And they're great ideas. You just need someone to execute.
Yeah. Like, and that's what you guys do.
Businesses don't die from creativity. They die from execution.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So where are your guys?
So where do you go? What's your reach? Where you're located? Where would you be willing to go to do this?
So we are located in downtown Warsaw. We have an office there. That's where we have our blue room and our little studio, and we also work from there. We service all of northern Indiana as well as central Indiana. So our main markets right now is Warsaw, Kosciuszko County, Fort Wayne, Carmel, and Indy. We've done some work in southern Michigan. So really, actually, next week we're going to Chicago.
That's a pretty big, yeah. Well, that's
wherever it takes us.
Be willing to go where you need to go.
Yeah.
To get to grow.
And we're very thankful. Even over the winter in our slow season, we got to do a lot of training for us to get better as videographers. We were down in Palm Beach, Florida, training with some of the best videographers in the world.
Wow.
And we had some friends come to Indiana from Canada. So genuinely, when I say we are trying to drive the industry standard, we are bringing all kinds of things from around the world to Warsaw and to our community. So,
well, you're thinking big, and I think that's what works well with businesses that are thinking big. Is the possibilities are out there. Go for it. Get something started. Just be aggressive, but be excellent. Be excellent at what you do.
Absolutely.
So, and we've never done this, but from my perspective, you guys are excellent at what you do. You have all the bases covered, especially for such a young company. But I think that's an advantage. You're not an older video company that's used to doing things a different way and can't change. You guys are on the cutting edge of everything is kind of the way I see it.
We really try to keep up with everything. It's a lot sometimes, but, as long as we can stay relevant, we can help our clients stay there too.
So tell people how to get a hold of you.
Yes. So really the best way to get a hold of us is you can message us on Instagram or Facebook, or you can text my personal number or give us a call. Our business number is actually my personal number. So you get in direct contact with me. You don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get to the boss. You just talk to me. It's a one-on-one conversation. I'm heavily involved in everything, and I just really care about our clients, the outcome that they have, and the final product. So
go ahead and give your number and your website. You have a website?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my phone number is 574-377-8180. And you can visit our website at www.milieu-media.com.
And spell that milieu, because that's not the easiest spelling in the world.
Yeah, no. It's actually, I'll go on a little tangent real quick. So milieu actually, it's French for capturing someone's environment or space or surroundings. So that's just what we do with videography, capture people's houses, their space, their environment.
I like that.
So that's the meaning behind that. But yeah, MILIEU.
Seems easy enough when you say it.
You think.
But because it's French, we're not French.
As long as people are saying it, I don't care how they say it.
Yeah. Well, Dani and Tristan, thanks for being here today. You guys were awesome, and
thank you.
You help change businesses and provide an opportunity for them to do things they haven't done before. So we appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
All you listening and watching out there, make sure you share this, and most importantly, call her. All right,
I got my phone right here.
Yeah, call her. and get set up, do a consultation. Very easy to work with and very creative. And they know what they're doing. And look for our videos coming out that they have done. We've released 2 of them now, I think. We're going to be doing at least 1 per week we're going to release. And hopefully this will be a regular occurrence to get the name out there. So thanks again for watching, and we will talk to you next time.